What is up, everybody? Jarrett from Empire of Assets here, and today we are talking about yet another NFT drop. They are the hottest thing in the market right now, and it is like printing money if you are a superstar with any sort of brand following. I think a lot of people are leveraging these. I think a lot of them are going to be worth nothing in the future, but it's very interesting. And the latest person to announce one is Trevor Lawrence, the expected number one 2021 draft pick. He played for Clemson, is the winningest quarterback in Clemson history, and he has announced a Topps NFT drop, which is really interesting because Topps does not have the NFL license. Obviously, he's not in the NFL yet, so there will be none of him playing football. Instead, they're all sort of these retro art cards, which are very interesting. So that is what we are going to talk about today. So basically the way this is set up is they are called open card drops. I believe that means they are just going to mint as many are sold. There is 5 of these different cards. I will run through them quick and put them up on the screen over here. There is a 1960s styled Rising Sun card. There is another 1960s card titled Moonbox. There is a 30s lava lamp style card, which I think this one is really neat. There's a sort of futuristic one called the Star Portal. And the last one is a 1970s featured card called Tangerine or Sunshine, which is Trevor Lawrence's nickname. These cards are definitely pretty cool. I like the little bit of movement in the background. If I can get the videos to play properly, when I overlay this, you guys will see that. Otherwise, check them out for yourself. Each of the cards sort of has a little moving piece, which definitely adds a lot. But what is the point of all these? If you buy each of these 5 cards, which sell for 0.086635 Ethereum, which today's price of Ethereum is around $2,500. It's going to be around $220 a card or an NFT, which is really expensive in my personal opinion. That is a lot. Definitely seems a little cash grabby to me to put them out at that high of a price. But hey, if you can sell them for that, I guess good for them. So if you buy each of them at the $220 a piece, which would be $1,100, you then automatically get a Topps Chrome Trevor Lawrence card that has not been released yet. We don't know what the artwork looks like. And if you do this, you will either get an unnumbered version or you have a chance at getting a numbered version. They will be numbered to 99. Some will be numbered in 49, 25, 16, his number, 10, 5, and then there will be a card numbered to 1. So that is basically going to be the big pull, is buying all 5 of these and then getting that card, the Topps Chrome physical version of the card. And we're seeing a lot more of this in the NFT space, where you buy the NFT and then it actually comes with something physical, which I think is really neat. I'm very bullish on NFTs overall. I've really been getting into the space a lot lately and learning a lot about it. And I think that in some specific instances, they're for sure going to be the next big thing. The big one is video games, where you can have items in the game that you actually physically own and can sell to other players. This is kind of called the play to earn business model, and I think it is absolutely going to be the future of gaming for sure, 100%, especially in online multiplayer games, MMOs and that kind of stuff. It just it doesn't make sense why this wouldn't take off. It's better for the players for sure. And I think that in the long term, it will be better for the developers to offer really great games with these NFTs. And then maybe I'm sure they'll figure out some way to profit off of that. But I really think that this is the future, because who doesn't want it? Instead of wasting their time or feeling bad playing a video game and not getting anything in return, now you can play the video game, you can grind, you can earn actual items that you can actually sell. And I'm sure some of these are going to sell for crazy money 5 or 10 years down the future in the right game. I've been doing a ton of research. This is kind of a side note from the whole Trevor Lawrence thing, but I've been doing a ton of research on NFT video games. If you guys would like me to make a video about that, leave a comment down below. Just say NFT video game video, or talk more about NFTs. It's definitely something I'm really interested in, and definitely think it is going to reshape a lot of what we know in the current world in ownership rights. But anyways, getting back to the Trevor Lawrence thing, you buy all 5 of the NFTs, you get the physical card, which is a neat idea. I definitely think it will help sell some of the digital cards, whereas if it was just the digital, I think they'd lose a lot of people. Whereas this, I think you are going to have possibly some more people jumping on, although $1,100 does seem like a lot. I think that they saw the Topps baseball packs selling for $100 a piece, and they sold out basically instantly. And I think they kind of maybe base this off that. They think it's a quick cash grab, and I definitely think it could hurt. I am not going to be buying in on this, and I'm not sure I would recommend you buy in on this either. As always, make your own decisions. I'm definitely going to be wrong on most things, or at least on half of things, because most of the time this is just a 50-50 gamble. But the big thing for me is the card doesn't have anything to do with football. It's not licensed by the NFL because Topps doesn't have the license. I highly doubt it will have any sort of rookie card logo on it, and I just don't see this being something that the football players, who are going to be the largest makeup of Trevor Lawrence card, the market, the demand for it, I just don't see them wanting to buy this card with him with some sunglasses on, looking like he's straight out of a disco from the 60s. I think they're going to want a card with him in his NFL pro team, in the jersey, on the field, in an action shot, like all rookie cards are. I just think that it is too different. Not saying that obviously if he's the best quarterback of all time, if he's the next Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, obviously these are going to be worth a lot. But you're taking a double gamble here, basically, and I think it is just too high of a risk, especially for the ridiculous $1,100 price tag that's on these, because you have the risk of, A, is the non-football, non-licensed Trevor Lawrence card going to be worth anything? And then you also have is Trevor Lawrence going to be worth anything? And how many number one picks in the quarterback position or any position in the NFL never pan out? He's obviously going to go to the worst team in the league because they're getting the first pick, which means that, even overcoming that alone is incredibly difficult. He'd basically have to wait until he gets traded, which doesn't happen very often. And there has been a lot of number one overall picks that just never panned out. For example, I believe in 2005 when Aaron Rodgers was drafted, Alex Smith was the first round overall pick, and look at how well he has done. Had a long career, done some great things, came back from a horrific injury, but I don't think he'll make the Hall of Fame. He was never in a Super Bowl. Just not that incredible of a player. And that's just one example, and that's probably a more successful example than many out there that I'm not even thinking of or don't know about. So because of that, it just seems too high risk with the payoff doesn't make sense. The risk is not worth the potential payout for me. There's so many other things right now in this current world economy and market that you could be throwing your money into, whether it's stocks or crypto or real estate. Everything is making so much money. I don't think even other NFT projects that are going to make literal fistfuls of money. This is not the one for me, but I wanted to cover it. I also think it will be interesting because the Top Series 1 baseball was a shit show, to put it, at least from my preference. I did have a couple people comment on my video that they got them. It worked, but a lot of people were double charged. A lot of people were charged and never got stuff. Hopefully they've sorted all that stuff out. I haven't really been following it too much, but I personally logged on at both the noon drop and then also the 12:30 drop when they pushed it back because there was too much traffic, and I never had the cards pop up for sale at all. They went straight from trying to add it to my wallet to just being gone. So it'll be interesting to see if this goes better. Obviously, if it's a print on demand and they're so expensive and it's not a baseball set where those packs were selling for either $5 or the $100 pack with really high demand. I don't think these are going to have such a high demand, although draft is coming up. So definitely some hype around this stuff, but I don't see it being that crazy. So hopefully it goes a little better for Topps. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Are you in on the Trevor Lawrence NFT drop? I would agree that the cards are really cool. I really like the art on them. Just from an investment collectible standpoint, I don't think this one makes sense. I will be very interested to see how the physical cards sell when people do start getting them and they are out in the market. What are they going to look like? how is the secondary market for them going to look like? Is it going to be high demand, low demand? Obviously, the supply will probably be pretty limited because essentially you're paying $1,100 for that card. You get the digital stuff as well, but this is definitely one of the first sort of forays by an NFL player in the NFT market. Obviously, I think the actual NFL is going to come out with a thing similar to Top Shot because they are just losing out on so much money. And if there's one thing the NFL hates, it is losing out on what is basically free money. Anyways, leave your comments about this. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. I would love to respond to them. I try to get back to everybody that leaves a comment. Subscribe if you want more NFT content, NFL content, collectible content. We have a little bit of everything here. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching.